family? It's your girl, Trisha Shanice, and welcome to another episode of Limelight. Today, the dopeness continues. We speak to publicist and radio personality Brandi Lynn, who started out in Memphis, Tennessee, took her talents to LA, where she developed her own public relations agency, and is now back in her hometown, where she's the voice of the people. This woman is like the brand of the brand and likes to consider herself the HBIC, and I can't blame her. So sit back, relax. You don't want to miss it. All right, well, with no further ado, we are going to welcome Brandi Lynn to the front and center stage. We're so excited to have her on the show today. And Brandi, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, JSWTV, for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. And so we were talking a little bit about, off camera, how a lot of people are interested in public relations now, being a publicist. So I wanted to bring you on here so you can give us, the ins and outs of the business, and we can figure out if this is the right field for other folks. Okay. So we're going to get right on into it. So the first question, let's just start off with it. The first question is, how did you get into PR? I know you were saying that you went to Jackson State University. You did your English. You got your degree in English and journalism.
Huh?
And then from there, you went to a news station. You was working there for about 2 years as a production assistant, which is pretty cool. So after that, how did your life transform?
So when I was still working at the news station here in Memphis, Tennessee, I was working with ABC here in Memphis. So while I was still doing that, I had other little side jobs, just doing marketing, just marketing and calling, trying to just advertise their businesses and stuff like that. But I always wanted to move to LA. So I started applying for jobs in Los Angeles. Then about a year and a half, 2 years later, I finally got a call back. It takes so long for them to call you back in bigger cities. So right before I was going to move, like 2 weeks before I was going to move, I got a call back saying, hey, we would like for you to set up an interview with you, and we want to have you a part of our team. So that's how I got hired at a production studio in Los Angeles doing marketing and PR there. And I was also the executive assistant. But that was really fun.
Nice. So let me ask, was it hard getting from Tennessee to California? Because like you said, that transition is tough because that is a big market. So how were you able to transition so quickly?
But like I said, I was prepared because I always wanted to move. Like I already had my stuff in order. I already had my stuff packed. Yeah. But like you said, it was a big transition coming from a smaller city like Memphis, Tennessee. I knew like a couple friends out there already, and I had a few family members out there. So it wasn't that big of a transition other than how big the city is and how the people are not so friendly as the people down south are.
Yeah, actually I'm from up north, so I get that a lot too. I get it. All right, so you're in LA and you're working for this production company. What were your duties there?
So marketing and PR, they had, so it was a TV production company. So they had different stars and different shows. So for those stars, I would set up their photo shoots, their radio interviews, try to get them TV interviews. And if the whole TV production team had an event, I would try to get them interviews for that, try and get the newspapers and the TVs to come out and just, promoting the TV production and their people, their clients. That's really it. What I do now.
So while working there, who would you say, were they stars that we would know?
Well, for the events, a lot of big stars would come to those events. I met, and I actually have some of those people's numbers still in my phone. Ooh, I can't remember his name, but his name was Brian from EVE. The show EVE, the dark-skinned guy, I can't remember his name. It was another guy from My Wife and Kids. I can't even remember these people's names. I've been back home so long.
I'm not doing names either, so don't feel bad. I was hoping you did not ask me. I'm like, please don't, please.
But yeah, I met a lot of celebrities while I was in LA and here in Memphis.
Nice. So do you feel like that's kind of what sparked your the bug to want to be a publicist?
What sparked while I was in Memphis at ABC, we had a show called Local Memphis Live. When I tell you I met so many celebrities during that morning live show, you just got to look on my Instagram page. But yeah, I met so many celebrities. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to work closely with celebrities, but behind the scenes. I still want to stay behind the scenes, but I just want to get them more promotion, get them promoted. And I love to travel. So, you know, traveling with my clients is always fun for me.
I love it. That's super dope. And so can we talk a little bit about how there are different aspects to public relations? So it's not always entertainment. Sometimes you could do crisis management. Sometimes you could do like industrial. So can you just tell people the different fields or the different industries, or what is it? I don't even know what you'll say, like the category.
So yeah, with PR, we don't just promote and market the client. And I've had artists, I've had authors, I've had all type of clients. I have business owners, artists that do other things as well. And like you said, I help them figure out their PR nightmares. I had a client, she got into it with a celebrity. So I had to try and calm her down and tell her what to do next, stuff that she can and cannot do. So yeah, publicists, they handle PR nightmares, just the interviews, the PR side, the marketing side. But like I tell my clients, my goal is just to get you more out to the public as a PR person. And that's really it.
So is it fair to say you guys are like the brand behind the brand?
Exactly. I guess I'm the HBIC. A little bit.
Girl, you're gonna make me want to switch because I want to be that too.
A little bit. Look, let's get you promoted.
For real, right? I love that. Okay, perfect. And so can you tell us some well, like you already told us, you basically kind of clean up, if they get in trouble, you are branding them, all those different things. Can a lot of the stuff that you do, is it like a remote type of thing, or do you have to be in the building there, active like that? Or could you do a lot of public relation and publicist work from home?
I can do mostly everything from home. The only thing I can't do from home, well, like I said, I'm hands-on. So I like to travel with my clients and go to the different interviews and photo shoots and radio interviews with them. So other than traveling with them or going to a show with them, or, going to different radio and TV interviews with them, I'm doing everything from home. So yeah, being a publicist, that part is easy. Mm-hmm. Just working from home. Make sure you got your laptop.
Gotcha. Okay, y'all hear that? Get that laptop, that internet connection going.
Yeah,
for real. And so your clients, who are some of the people that you're working with? Even if we've known them, we don't, let us know who they are.
So when I was in LA, I started working with two different artists. One was named, and like my clients, they eventually become my friends. Mm-hmm. So Real J LaCon, he's actually my friend now. He's an artist in LA. He's here right now, but he's living in LA. Another artist, Nakia Ide. Make sure you listen to her music as well. She's in LA. I had like maybe another artist out there as well. I had a gospel artist in Texas. His name is Pastor Marcus Jordan. He has new music coming out. Nakia has new music Ide. I said new music Ide. Nakia Ide has new music coming out. J LaCon has new music coming out. So I'm just here for all of this new music and this coming out. And other than that, I had authors. Naja Hall, she wrote Girl Bye. I might have the book over there. I don't want to get up so you'll see my bottom half. But my client author now, she wrote a book called 4 Marriages Before 40. So I'm promoting her book and stuff like that. But yeah, I really just had artists and authors and business brand owners.
I love it. And so it sounds like though, all of your clients, they're really diverse. It's a mixture, a melting pot of clients. What does Miss Brandi look for in a client? Right. So I know, clients come to you, but do you also like find people and say, hey, I think, I can help you out with some stuff?
What do I look for in a client? That's a good question. The main thing is that their product or brand is already up and running. Like, I don't want you, if you're just now starting it, I need you to already have your product ready to go, ready to sell, you know? So yeah, they have to make sure their product is ready. Um, they have to be ready for criticism. Um, positive and negative, because I like to keep it real. I like to keep it 100 with them. They can, if they're ready, I don't want them to like just back out and say, yeah, I'm not ready to do this right now. That means you're not ready to build your career. You're not ready to continue to build your brand, so leave me alone.
I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Now, I was going to ask you that, like, do you feel like, or have you ever had a client that basically just you and them did not see the same vision? Like, so it just didn't work out because it was just too different?
Towards the end, yeah, I did have a client like that. And then once that happens and we stop seeing eye to eye, we'll just go ahead and end the contract. Cause like starting off, my clients, they only sign like a 3 to 4 month contract with me. So if we, start not seeing eye to eye, then we'll just go ahead and, end the contract and maybe start it up months from now.
Okay, and okay, you just answered my question too, because I was gonna ask, like, are they on contract or how does that work? Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the client. If they want to start with a 3 to 4 month contract, that's fine. If they want to start with a 6 month contract, that's fine. And then after that, we can continue however long they want to continue.
Perfect. All right. And I have to ask, I mean, are you right now accepting any clients or not right now?
I probably will start back accepting clients in the fall, like August or in the September month on down.
Perfect. So y'all heard that, and we definitely gonna put all of Miss Brandi's info up in here so y'all can reach out. Perfect. Okay. Cool. And so let me ask you this, because like I said, you said you had authors, you have singers, you have pastors or preachers. Does everybody need public relations to be successful?
Yeah, especially if you want to get your brand out there to a larger audience. If that's your goal, then you need a publicist or a marketing team, most definitely.
And you're not saying that because you need a job, right?
Nah, not at all. I mean, everybody wants more exposure, right? Everybody wants more exposure. So like if you're just starting to open up a store, you just opening up a business, you can't do it by yourself. So I'm sure you're going to need somebody else to help you market and promote. And like I say, I think everyone is starting to look for a team of people to help them, bring their vision more to life. So I'm not mad at it. So yeah, get you a team, get you a publicist, anybody you need, and, make sure your funds are right and go ahead.
When it comes to public relations, marketing, and advertisement, how do all three of those differentiate from each other? Or are they all the same?
They're kind of all the same, but public relations and marketing, I feel public relations and marketing are just a tad bit different. Marketing is just social media. Marketing and advertisement, they kind of go hand in hand. It's just social media and just marketing your stuff on billboards, newspapers, stuff like that. Public relations is actually someone calling for you, booking for you, or you doing it yourself. That's what public relations is, contacting people and stuff like that. So that's what I kind of think the difference are between marketing and public relations. But marketing and advertising are basically the same things.
Gotcha. And so when you are, reaching out to like news stations or, TV stations for your clients, right? And you're writing a pitch for them. Mm-hmm. What do you include in an effective pitch? Like what should be in there besides, the what's, why's, when, like, how do you make it exciting and enticing for us to want to open it, like as a reporter to want to open it and say, hey, I want to talk to them?
Their story, especially if they have a compelling story that you think people need to know about, or if you think it'll help someone else. So when they have a compelling story, that's when you already know more people are, or gravitate towards them and want to interview them or have them on their show. So yeah, a compelling story for sure. A compelling subject line at the top, when you email somebody. And really just being consistent. Those are mainly the three things: being consistent. But like with my pastor client in Texas, when he was my client, me and him still cool to this. I talked to him today. Me and him will say no pressure. Like if we don't get that reply, if someone doesn't reply or respond, no pressure. Move on to the next. It's fine. That happens. No pressure.
I agree. And also, can you talk about just not taking things personally, because that is a big issue. Sometimes I feel like a lot of people do kind of get butthurt or whatever when they don't get replies or whatever the case may be. And like you said, there's so many other companies, there's so many other people to pitch to.
Right. So yeah, don't take that stuff personally. Constructive criticism, you can take it personally to construct yourself in a more positive way. But those no's, I wouldn't take those personally at all.
Before getting into the business, what should people know? Like, what are some things that you found out and you wish you would have known prior to even getting into this business?
Well, like I said, I started being a publicist. I started it in LA. So, but like I said, I was doing marketing and PR before that. But becoming a publicist, I started becoming one in LA. So that was totally freaking difficult, because no one was going to hire a Southern belle from Tennessee. She talks country. She doesn't have a lot of marketing experience. So that's why I said, okay, I'm going to start my own public relations company. So, and I think that's just us being millennials. If we get some no's, okay, we can do it ourselves, you know? But yeah, so that was the hardest thing, coming from another state so far away from home. Those people didn't know me, so they were not going to hire me. So, and I applied for so many marketing and PR jobs. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll just do it myself.
No, I tell you, even like when I was first trying to get into the news station, I applied to over 100 stations. Nobody believed me. It took me a year. I remember it took me a year and 7 months to get my first job. And everybody thought I was playing. And I'm like, nah, that's what it was. Like, seriously. And I was doing everything. I was a production assistant. I was freelancing for people. Like, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, so I understand.
Yeah, the entertainment jobs are so hard to get into. Like, they're so tight, and no one is really quitting. So I think that's why it's so tight too.
It is, and that's the thing. And I feel like sometimes, I'm in Atlanta, close to Atlanta now, and I do some entertainment back and forth. And what I've noticed, is a lot of people aren't from Atlanta either. So because we're not from here, we kind of like click up. You know what I'm saying? Versus the people who are already here and have been here. So, but I guess you get in where you fit in. So it's all good.
Exactly.
What are some of the cons? Like, if you did, okay, be honest. Is the pay good? Like, what should we be scared of?
I would say when you're starting out becoming a publicist, do not quit your day job. Especially when you're first starting out, and then me living in LA, not really knowing how to navigate LA, not really knowing that many people. Like in LA, you kind of gotta have a roommate, unless you're gonna have like a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or some cougar helping you pay your bills. Yeah. Other than that, you gotta have a support system living in LA if you want to chase your dreams. Mm-hmm. So yeah, don't quit your day job starting out anything entrepreneur type. Don't quit your day job. That's all I can say.
It's great advice. So let me ask you, wait, why did you move back to Tennessee from LA?
The pandemic.
Oh, okay. And then but it all worked out for you, because now you're doing radio back at home.
It did. I was talking to somebody else from LA yesterday who's still living in LA. And I was like, man, I'm probably gonna move to Atlanta or something soon. LA is just too expensive, and it doesn't make any sense to pay for, like, I'm sitting in my office right now in a room, and this was the size of my studio. Not excluding the small little one-way kitchen and a small little one-way in, one-way out bathroom. But it just didn't make sense to pay that much money for a small little nook of a studio. Right. It just dumb. And and gas is like over $4, and I'm driving in an SUV, And I couldn't travel with my clients like I wanted to because I'm trying to work this 9 to 5, still trying to pay my bills. So like things for me, it has to make sense. And towards the end of my stint in LA, it just wasn't making sense anymore. So, and then the pandemic happened. So I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and move back home.
It's so funny because like as I'm hearing you, like that was a part that you and I have not spoken about, but I like as I'm hearing you, I feel like I'm just listening to my life from a different person. It's like the weirdest thing right now. Like I'm like,
yeah, we're gonna have to
tell it.
when I come to Atlanta.
Oh girl, turn up. I'm ready for it. Come on, please.
But yeah, I'm on the radio now. So as soon as I got back, so like when I got my job at ABC, but right after I graduated from Jackson State, I interned there and they remembered me. So I interned in my radio station now years ago in college. I got back, they remembered me. They said, hey, we're hiring for a social media manager. I was like, okay, cool. And they said, we're hiring also for a talk show host. I was scared. I was so hesitant because I'm always on the back. I'm always doing things behind the scenes. I'm never in front of the mic, in front of the camera. So
you can be though. You got the face for it.
Thank you. So now I have my own show Monday through Friday on WLOK Radio at 10 a.m. and I'm very excited. So yeah, people out there, they didn't know me. They didn't know what I can do. But people at home, they know me. They love me. So I got hired real quick.
And I think it's important to note that like you know, probably having good rapport with those folks prior to even leaving, that played a big role, you know, when you came back.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's we're about to get some more interns at the radio station now. And my mom, she was also a teacher. So she would tell the interns, make this intern experience like it's gonna actually be your career experience, because that's what happened for me.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, your mom has such good advice because I learned that too. I learned that. Okay, I love it. Oh my gosh. So, all right, now you're a talk show host at the radio station. I mean, are we able to stream? Like, can we listen like from wherever?
Yeah, so you can stream it live. Like I said, it's 10 a.m. Central Time Zone. So you can stream it live on www.wlok.com, WLOK.com, and just hit stream live and hit play, and it's gonna play.
And where can people find you, potential clients too? Where can they find you on all your socials?
Yeah, my social media name is Brandi Lynn PR, BRANDILYNNPR. And that's my Instagram name. My email is brandylynnpr@gmail.com. What else? My Facebook, Brandi Lynn Public Relations. Yeah, I think that's everything. And my website is brandylynnpublicrelations.com.
I appreciate that, but I'll let you go. So you guys know where to find me on JSWTV on everything. Do everything that you do on social media on this video. Like, subscribe, share. And until next time, we are out.
Bye.